What's up, dads? I hope everybody's having a good morning. I hope this video finds everybody in good health. And if you're back watching again, and you're a return viewer, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. If you're new to the channel, I hope you like the video. So guys, I have a topic today that's kind of caused a little bit of controversy, and I think as a dad who wants to stay up on what's going on in the world and protect our kids as much as possible, this is very relevant for us. During the Super Bowl, the commercials and all that, several different commercials, but one that stood out to me was the new Amazon-owned Ring doorbell feature for pets. Help find your pets. It's a good thing, right? I don't know. So in a nutshell, the new feature is called Search Party. And what it does is it uses an AI search engine, and it goes through participating folks who have this device, participating devices, and it will help search for a lost pet and throughout the neighborhood. And it could spread even farther, I think, as far as that goes. But that's the gist of it. They're selling it as, let's help find our lost pets. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I just don't know about it right yet. Okay, so here's why I have reservations about this, is because users, even without a Ring account, can upload a photo and search for their lost pet, okay? All through the network. I get where they're coming from, and I know a lot of people is going to give me grief about this, and we'll get a lot of backlash on this because it does seem a little petty. But as a dad, you worry about who's watching your kids and how they're able to watch your kids. With social media and people getting younger and younger and being able to get on these platforms, it gives nefarious people way too many opportunities to see your kids. And to me, if there's somebody in your neighborhood who doesn't have good intentions for children, or even your wife or you, this gives them the opportunity to figure out patterns and to figure out how your daily life works. You see where I'm going with this? You see, guys, to me, having a bunch of devices constantly scanning with AI should trigger alarm in anybody, and especially in a neighborhood with a lot of kids and your child. It's too much opportunity, in my opinion, for somebody with not that great intentions. And I know what some people's going to say. They're going to say, well, I have a Ring doorbell and I don't have it on mine. I don't have that feature. Well, if you go to the website and you go to looking around Amazon on Ring doorbell, that feature can be activated automatically. You have to actually go into your default settings and turn it off. So they're automatically, when you install a Ring doorbell, they're automatically setting you up to be in whatever system Amazon and Ring feels like works and needs to be part of the system of watching what's going on. So as far as the pet surveillance, you could already be a part of it and not even know. Unless you're going in and checking these things out, which as a dad, you should be. As a dad, anything that you put on your property, in your house, anything, you should be checking to see what it does, what it offers, and who can access it. So my question to all the dads out there, or parents in general, are we accidentally building a security state or surveillance state around our children? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying people's just out there watching your kids. What I'm saying is this is to find pets. It uses AI. You upload a photo, and this thing will scan all available Ring doorbells to find this pet using AI through a photo. Can it evolve? Who's controlling it? What all can you upload? What can you download? What all can you see? These are questions that we have to ask as dads and as caring parents, period. And it's not that I'm afraid of Big Brother watching us. I could care less. What I'm afraid of is that person that everybody says they don't live in my neighborhood, or that event that happens that everybody says could never happen in my area, and then it happens because you weren't watching. And again, guys, I'm not sitting here trying to say that Amazon's the devil or Ring Doorbell's the devil. I think it's a great thing. It has helped in so many cases of burglary, of theft, of abduction. It's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downing it at all. What scares me is my child's privacy, and it should be your fear too. We have to look into this tech, and we have to figure out what it does. You can't just blindly install something into your home and just trust it. That's the worst mistake a parent could make. And that's with anything. Nintendo Switch, the PS5s, any of the platforms that you can go online and play online, or that can video you. You need to know what your kids are on, what they're doing, how long they're on there, who they're talking to. A good parent always has these things in mind and has things set up to be able to watch what your children are doing. Because if you don't, I can promise you somebody is. And in a world where child exploitation is a huge problem because of the platforms that we have and the evil people out there, this should be a huge concern of every parent who has a child. It blows my mind to hear about these parents who just blindly open a box, set it up the way that the instructions say set it up, and put it online, and here, kids, have fun. And they don't look at anything that's going on with this program, what it does, who can see it, none of that. None of that, guys. You have to protect your kids. They look up to you. They look to you for guidance. They look to you for protection. And they don't know what's online. They think they do. Some of these kids are smart. They can get on anything. So you have to put up roadblocks as a parent. You've got to do this. Nobody's going to do it for them. And if you just leave them out there in a world with all this information, they don't know if it's right or wrong. They need guidance. They need protection. Be that person. Come on, guys. Technology isn't evil. It's not. It's a great thing. But dads and parents who are complacent and who are ignorant of what technology can do, that's a bad choice, guys. And it's dangerous. It's very dangerous this day and age. And I can't stress enough that we need, if you don't understand it, there are all kinds of videos, forums, anything you need to help you build a knowledge of what you're putting in your home and in your kids' hands. So the days of, well, I didn't know, those are gone, guys. That's not an excuse anymore. And there shouldn't be an excuse in the first place. But that's an excuse that's used a lot. Well, I didn't know it did that. Well, you didn't read. You didn't take the time to find out for your child. That's why. That's why you didn't know. Because if you cared, if you really wanted to, you would find out. So that's my take on the Ring doorbell thing and the watch party. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. You know, if I lost my dog, I love my dog. If I lost my dog, I'd want to do everything I could to find it. But what I'm afraid of is how it's going to evolve. Because anytime something is new, there are nefarious people out there who can figure out how to manipulate it. And that's what scares me. So I hope you guys liked the video. Just my take on something. Just my opinion. Feel free to make it your own. I hope you all have a good day. Please give me a like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye.